All right, everybody, welcome back. My name is Ramen Wukong, and let's get into it. Today, we are going to migrate to a 4.0.1.1 wallet from an older wallet. Now, I'm going to be using the same process, even though I've already done the upgrade. So just follow with me. First, you're going to want to go to bitoreum.cc, click on the wallet up top, which will take you to our GitHub release 4.0.1.1. Do read this stuff. It is important, particularly with critical notes, which is kind of what we're dealing with today. All right, sorry. I'm on a Windows-based system, so normally I would click this. I've already pre-downloaded it in an effort for brevity because during this time of the day, my internet could get pretty laggy. Take note that if you don't have a fully synced wallet, you would probably also want to download the PAL cache. I also have that already fully synced up, so I'm good to go. But if you're not, go ahead and download that, and that will also be good. So coming over here, right, you would have this is the zip file for Windows. I have unzipped it, which gave me this, and I just moved everything that was in there over to a folder that that's I actually launched them from. But let's go ahead and do that again. So let's assume that this was the old stuff. That's just the folder I keep it in, bitoreum.dev. Obviously, that's where I keep it, but wherever you keep it, up to you. So let's go ahead and delete the already extracted folder, and then just let's extract everything here. Extract. Okay. Right. And it will give you the same thing, only now everything's over here. Don't forget to check some of your things, make sure they're all valid. I've already done that for myself, but please do make sure that you do it. We are then going to copy these binaries back over to my Bitoreum dev. Okay, and paste. I don't want I'm blind as a bat today. Okay, now then you're going to need to go over to your Bitoreum conf or Bitoreum core file. Um, People keep them in different areas. I forget where the default is on Windows, but in my case, I keep them on my D drive for wallets because I do more than one wallet, and particularly in the Bitoreum, that's just where I keep it. But your Bitoreum core folder will look like this structure pretty much on every wallet. It just where it is where it's going to be. And this will look pretty much the same with the exception of I don't think because these are normally hidden files on Linux. The putting a dot in front of them on Windows does not hide them. We're going to ignore them. Uh, these are the big four that you're going to want to delete, which are the blocks, chain state, evo dv, and llmq. You can delete your backups. It's not needed, and if you do like having backups of your wallet, leave that alone. You don't really need to mess with that, and we're not going to today. The files we do want to get rid of, ban list, db, debug, we're going to leave alone. The estimate, get rid of that. Governance, get rid of that. I don't know why it didn't. There we go. Mempool, mn cache, net fulfilled, peers, and sporks. So if you're running on the 3.0.2 wallet, these are the critical things to just go ahead and get rid of. So effectively, ignoring these two, really what you're going to be left with is your backups folder if you want, probably a good idea, and these. Now, a really good idea to do, particularly on Windows, is going to get a bit difficult. I just like to make a physical backup copy of my Bitoreum conf and my wallet. Those are the two most important ones. So if anything goes awry, you have backups. Always do that. So now we have a pretty clear Bitoreum folder. What this is going to do, I'm using the Qt also. I'm not doing the Bitoreum D as a service. What this is really going to do is this is going to sync from zero using data that's on the network. So then we're just going to go ahead and do that. If you're on Windows, you're absolutely going to see this for the time being. In the future, I do want to get a publisher certificate, but as of right now, we don't. So you will get this. Go ahead and run anyway. Or not if you don't feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, just back out now. But for those of you who want to restore your wallet, this is the process that you're going to do. And as we see here, it has begun. Now for Windows, if you want, what you can do is, I think we are going to say D, yeah, that's where I put it. Where is eWallets? Bitoreum. Debug. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So we are going to scimd. Okay. Tail dash F. Putting the quotes around it will keep it here, local. If not, it'll launch it into Notepad, which I don't want to do. And now we wait. What it's doing right now is it's trying to ping the DNS seeder, which doesn't exist. See, right there. And now it has said, okay, well, we can't automatically propagate, so now we're going to use the nodes that I have located in the chain params that were encoded into this release. And as you see here, it is starting to download the headers, which is where we want to be. All right, once this has ended, I'm going to come back to you guys. I'm just going to let you groove out to the music. So until then, just check it out. as you can see, that was pretty painless. We've started the synchronization of the governance, and very soon that will solve, and there you have it. You have a fully synced up wallet on the new chain. All of your old coins will come across, and you'll be good to go. Thank you so very much for sticking with us on this video. Through the process of movie magic, we did speed it up just a wee bit, but go ahead and give us a like for that. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit us over on the Discord. I will see you all next time.